Alright, YouTubeosaurus, I wanted to respond to a video that you made. It was the Unskippable DVD content rant, and, well, as bad as Unskippable DVD, well, I think what you're really trying to get down to the point of is that on most DVDs, you can skip stuff with using the chapter advance button. However, at a certain point, there's only one point where you can press the menu button, and it'll go straight to the main DVD menu. It's not such a problem for me. I don't have any problem with it, with the studios using it, because who really created this problem? It's not the studios, even though they fucking produced the DVDs and you paid your hard-earned money for it, and they used the technology and they did all that. That's bad, okay? Shame on them. But who put the function in there? Let's think about that. The DVD player manufacturers, they allow this function to be called, so there you go. But I don't even think they're to blame. It's whoever created the DVD standard that allows them to use the standard, and I'm pretty sure it's built into the standard. It was not even part of the hardware manufacturer, so neither the studios or the manufacturer of the DVD player had a say in whether or not this function should be there. It was the DVD standard people who came out with it. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the names or anything like that, but think about it. They're the ones who came out with this ability. Should you completely blame the studios and tell them that they're crappy because they're using what was put there and that they're now using it? I'm pretty sure that the studios themselves don't even like using it. I'm pretty sure it's due to the standards and regulations and the pure bullshit that goes along with producing a movie. Think about it. There's several people on the take on every movie, and I'm pretty sure some of the people who are on the take of every movie, whether we like to think they're on the take or not, they're probably sitting there and they're probably grabbing the DVD producers by the gonads and saying, "Hey, you better put in this function, because here's the function that says, hey, we can stop them from skipping our previews and going straight to the main menu. And I want my previews to be shown." Because remember back in the old tape days, all the tapes in the world had those previews, and even if you were fast forwarding through that shit, you still saw the damn preview for it, whether you wanted to look at it or not. So there you go. I think it's not so much the studios themselves that want this on there. I'm pretty sure it's who's ever got the studio by the gonads saying, "Hey, I want this in there," because the DVD standard allows it, and we can sit there and use it. Now, that's just my thoughts. I'm not 100% sure if that's how it's working out, but you can be rest assured that that's probably how it has to be according to who works at the studios. Not exactly the film producers themselves that want it. It could be some of them that want it. It could be some people who work at the studios who want it. More like the executives, not exactly the guy who's mastering the DVD. But regardless of that, the fact that the DVD standard even has this is the problem. Why is the standard even? Why was this even put into the standard? Now you gotta understand, the early DVDs, they don't have this problem. So why was the standard even introduced way back then? And nobody used it way back then, I guess, because DVD authoring was kind of a new thing. But still, why was it even put in there in the first place? Whose bright idea was this? Oh, we need to make unskippable content. We need to make that possible. Who said that? Who was this guy? Because he needs to be booed out of his life almost. So, get on the guy who made the feature available in the standard. Don't exactly go straight at the studios and straight at the DVD player manufacturers. Because think about it, they didn't do it. They had to put it because of the standard, and then the standard was used by somebody who probably had somebody else by the gonads and said, "You better put it in there." But long story short, that's how I'm going to leave that there. But about the packaging. Now, I have nothing wrong with lighter packaging or stuff that's less plastic. Because let me tell you, plastic doesn't biodegrade. And the worst thing about plastic is it's pretty toxic. Or at least from what I've seen and read. There's a documentary called Toxic Island where they explore all this plastic and how plastic's so bad. Whether or not you want to believe plastic's bad, that's your prerogative. You could think plastic's good. You might eat plastic. I don't know what you do at home. And I don't want to know. Please don't leave that comment. But I must say, these DVD cases are super light. Compared to regular DVD cases, these things are super light. And if I'm a company that's handling, if I'm a company producing DVDs, and I got these DVDs, and I got a shitload of them, and remember, you got a shitload, so think of how much they're gonna weigh. They're gonna weigh a shitload, but if they're super light now, and I can cut my shipping logistics costs by half because of the weight of the objects is less, I make more money. That's probably the whole real aspect. It's not recycling and being earth friendly and all that other horse manure. It's about making more money because this stuff is probably easier to produce. I'm going to say these things are really flimsier than regular DVD cases, I'm not going to lie. And it's super light, so they save money on shipping and logistics and all that other crap, and they make more money at the same time while supposedly being earth friendly. So I think that's the whole thing behind this. And I would like to add one more thing to the rant here. On your side of the rant is every time I go to the store, department store, movie store, any place that sells new DVDs, because I don't like going after used crap a whole lot. Every time I go to one of these places that sells new DVDs, usually they'll have a bunch of the latest and greatest ones, but as the film gets over a couple months, bam, they get rid of it and it disappears off the shelf, but the Blu-ray one stays. Or sometimes, like when it was Halloween last year, I was looking for Halloween, the first Halloween. Now when I went to the store, I thought, oh, I'll go get Halloween because, you know, it wasn't even October yet, it was September actually, and I was looking for Halloween the movie, and what I ended up getting was, nobody had it. Nobody had Halloween on DVD. Nobody had the original Halloween brand new on the store shelf. Now they had it online, but why the hell do I have to go buy it online? I don't want to buy it online. I wanted it that day. So I was like, golly, they didn't have it on DVD, but they sure as hell had it on Blu-ray. So I've been noticing a lot of the movies I really want to watch, they're not on DVD anymore. They're on Blu-ray, and I don't want to buy a Blu-ray player. I don't have any reason to buy it. None of my TVs are even flat screens. All my TVs are big hunkin' nasty CRT tube sets. So that's a new thing that's pissed me off, because every time I want to watch a movie, if it's not the latest craptastic movie on the shelf, and you want to watch something decent for once, you gotta go buy a Blu-ray. And that's the thing. I know Blu-rays can't cost too much more to produce than the DVDs because they're almost twice the price, almost like $30, or more depending on which one it is. I mean, I've seen some of them that were insanely priced, and it's like, good grief, you're charging me all this extra for something that's almost the same thing as a DVD, except they used a little bit of a different process, which couldn't have cost that much more. It couldn't cost them an extra $20 to actually produce the disc. It might have cost them $1, but I mean, goodness, does $1 equal $20? And that's what pisses me off, because every time I want to watch something decent that I didn't already have on DVD, I either gotta go buy a used, scratched up piece of shit DVD, or I gotta go buy a Blu-ray brand new. And here's one other example. Lately at Target, they've been having Risky Business for $10 on DVD. And I really wanted to watch Risky Business again, because the last time I saw Risky Business on DVD, it was $15 fucking dollars. And I was like, oh, maybe when they re-release it now, because of this anniversary that's coming up for the movie, I was like, maybe they're going to have the DVD version out there. And it's going to be cheap. It's going to be like $10 as well. No, Target said, we're not even going to carry the DVD version. We're only going to carry the Blu-ray. I was like, damn. I don't care about Blu-ray. I mean, I'm not going to say it's bad or anything, but shoot, if the only thing I can get my hands on is always the Blu-ray version, I'm probably never going to buy them. I'm probably not even going to ever think about buying the movie, period, because when it was cheap and it was on Blu-ray, I didn't want it then. I most certainly am not going to want it when if I only afford a Blu-ray player and a TV that's HD to play it on. But that's just my rant. If you're not going to produce DVDs, why even produce any new movies on DVD when you could just sit there and sell me Blu-rays? Just stop even making DVDs. Just sell Blu-rays. That's it. Why even think about DVDs anymore? Just make Blu-rays only. That way, because next time I want to see something really decent, I know I'll have to buy a Blu-ray player and man up. That's my rant.